Hello and welcome. I am Geran, and these are my first impressions of Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. This was a really nice surprise. I got a key from this like 2 days ago from Keymailer, and I honestly hadn't even heard of this, but I'm a massive fan of Warhammer, and I'm very, very much looking forward to giving this a go. This is an early access thing. It isn't released for about 2 months, but there is no embargo, so I can show you stuff now. In the current version, it's an alpha build. There are no settings or anything. But yeah, we'll see. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. False Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. They're the really cool ones. Alongside the Imperium's war fleet serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. You see, I'm a dedicated Chaos and Necron guy, and the tech priests have always sort of bugged me. So this will be interesting to play as them. See, they have a machine god, so considering the entire Imperium is supposedly dedicated only to the God Emperor, there is also the machine god, also known as the Omnissiah, I think? And it's just weird that this is also sort of crammed in there. Never quite made sense to me. Oh yes, I think this will all be replaced with a cutscene in the final thing, but for now that's not added. They're not actually, I don't think they're actually speaking sort of properly in that. I think it's just sounds to cover this. Maybe it'll be voice acted in the final thing. I imagine there'll be something to look at in the final thing. I'm just going to skip through this because one of the big problems I have with modern 40k more than the old stuff is the way that they massively bloody overdo everything. Like, the Cicatrix Maledictum. Just, it's too much. Oh, there's a cutscene for this bit. So I think this is the ship coming out of the warp after warp travel to get to the place quicker. Decent looking ship. I mean, it does look like a model. That's, I don't know. I assume that's got to be deliberate. That's a nice touch if that's deliberate. Agrelec sector located, a derelict Xenos tomb, rubble littering the corner of every room. Dark shadows are cast over cracked slabs of tarnished metal by the crumbling openings in the tomb's ceiling. Should be a apostrophe there. Signs of light sources can be found, but they're often broken and rarely connected to the power source to be able to illuminate the dark. The smell of ages past, fungal spores and dust hits the cohorts that enter new rooms as they pry open tomb doors that no longer serve their purpose. Again, I assume this is going to be something a bit different in the final thing. Ah. Okay. The Exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed. There's no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter. So I think in this you play as a group of tech priests, and based on the little tiny minuscule amount of research I've done before this, it is 40k meets XCOM with its own sort of twist on it. The Threshold first deployment. Welcome to the exploration overview. This is a projection of the tomb our tech priests are sending to us. You decide the direction our expedition forces from here. To look around, left click and drag. When you're ready, left click to choose the next room. I see, okay. I guess I have to go through here. Off we go. The Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my undoers. Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive, absolutely freaking awesome in every single way. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Majos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from these obelisks, could move our understanding of the language ahead. Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter. These situations will require you, our commander, good morning, Commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences to choose wisely. Ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of the chamber. Examine, secure, or scourge. Alright, well, secure the room first. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Thank the Omnissiah, no one was close enough to be hit by the radiation, but something's happening in there. Something huge. Data earned. Okay. The cohort searches the chambers adjoining the obelisk location. They find a few pieces of wreckage made from exotic materials and are gathering them when the obelisk suddenly splits open, bathing its chamber in radiation. I don't really like the flickering of like everything on the screen. I know it's sort of because it's like you are a tech priest, you know, you're seeing it through a monitor, all of this, but it's distracting. So this is my team. I've got Apprentice Jeremiah, Magos Manarius, a servitor, 4 servitors. Oh, looks like there's something here. Necron warriors! Red holographic enemies within a room show the potential of a fight if you were to enter. This is not always guaranteed, as our data on enemy locations is not 100% accurate. Well, I think they're kind of there. Necrons. Razak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they're as deadly as they are inhuman. Well, there are more inhuman things. You know, the orcs are less human than Necrons, given that Necrons look like human skeletons. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Follow the established combat protocols. Exercise extreme caution. Or aggressive. So there's, I don't know really what that is. I guess that's the middle ground. Let's go with caution. The slow advance risks granting the enemy the opportunity to execute an ambush. I see. And I take it this is the XCOM part of it, where you sort of play the battle. Kill all enemies. I take it I can do something with this to get more data. This is the battle arena view. Using the power of the new sphere, you'll control your cohort of deadly Adeptus Mechanicus units while you sit safely in orbit. At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the field. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Click on the square to place a unit. Alright, Jeremiah there. And Magos there. Why I only get 2 of them, I'm not sure. Oof! To move a unit, left click within the blue outline surrounding your unit, then left click the tick to confirm. Well, I guess I am going to move to there. I think that's the best bet. Assuming there is a cover mechanic. If there is not a cover mechanic, I'm wasting my time. New Spheric Enhancer. Collect 1 cognition point and reveals the Necron's life. Or Macro Stubber. Stab him! Omnissiah, lend me strength. You've not revealed the life of this enemy yet. As a result, the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo Skulls, specialized weapons, and other abilities reveal the life of an enemy. This is your Servo Skull. Every tech piece has their own Servo Skull. Servo Skulls are very helpful in combat and cognition collection. Select an enemy to find out its battle statistics. You! Scan him. He's got 3 health left. You've revealed the life of this enemy. Knowing your enemy will greatly increase your chances of success. Servo Skulls reveal health points, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You can then decide what weapon types work best. Hold down space to enter New Spheric View. This is how Tech Priests view reality. Okay. I can't sort of scroll up. So it seems... No, for some reason it's not letting me scroll up at... Oh, I see. So I can scroll up, but not if I scroll it on top of this. Right. End turn. I want you to move there. And then... Let's see, he's got a power axe. Damn. If I knew the melee weapon, I wouldn't have put him out in the open like that. He's got 4 health. Ooh. So he's got 1 armor, Or that looks like 1 physical, and he's got 1 energy. That's interesting. At the start of each new turn is the data acquisition phase. This phase is when cognition points are replenished at Necron cognition reserves. That, I assume? Oh! You just moved your tech priest to a source of cognition points. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest is moving them close to a source of CP. CP are stored at the bottom of the screen in the CP gauge. CP are a shared team resource to plan ahead. You'll be able to call in other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This can happen at the start of every turn. Servitors. Right, let's get some... Oh, I see. Oh, right. So I can only call 1 in, I see. In Mechanicus, there are only 2 types of unit to control: tech priests or troops, such as the one you just deployed. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to many weapons and abilities as tech priests, however they are useful and should not be overlooked. So he just has an arm vice. So I suppose I'm just going to charge him round. Dead scan. Collect a technician point when hit. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Through pain I find wisdom. He took 1 damage, energy kind. Ooh, and he's dead. Good job. When servitors are hit by energy weapons, they instantly digitize the damage received into combat information that can be used against the enemy. This is represented by gaining a cognition point. Servitors are a very useful unit. Alright, well, I'm just gonna... let's see, what's my cognition then? I've got 2 points. If I move here, you're about to move using Oh, I see. Okay. Right, so that's like sprinting from XCOM. You know, sort of you move once and then you can move again, but if you move that second time you can't do the thing you normally do. Alright, shoot him. Did 2 damage, he's got 1 health left. You've gathered enough cognition points to be able to use your Phosphor Serpenter. Some weapons like the Phosphor Serpenter require cognition points to use. Look at the right of each weapon to learn the CP cost. Ooh, that's got a CP cost of 2. I kinda think I'm better off just charging the bugger. He'll only use 1 and then I can hit him with the power axe. When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to an enemy, you're unable to use a ranged weapon as it's too dangerous. Makes sense? Hit him! Because I got rid of 1 of each of his armour and then did a bit of damage. Oh, I see, right. Okay. So I don't think I should have moved away from that. I think that generates cognition points every turn. When an enemy moves out of melee range, providing a weapon... Ooh! The enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. That gives you a free melee range attack. Each unit can only perform 1 opportunity attack. Ah, nice. So I destroyed him because he tried to move out of melee range and I got that free hit. Killing Necrons isn't as simple as other Xenos races. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. This is called the reanimation protocol, also known as "We'll be back." When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they're unable to fight but will return to fighting conditions soon. The speed at which a Necron returns to life is based on multiple factors. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this state will destroy them indefinitely. I guess I'm going to move to there. And then clobber him. No threat remaining, so I take it if you take them all out, even if they can reanimate, they're down. So that makes sense. All life forms purged. 50 data. Once the fight is over, you'll return to the exploration overview. Keep in mind the health of your cohort. This will define the risks you can take. Oh, I see. So it's permanent, so I've lost that servitor. Whoops. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures like upright coffins of an unknown material. Ignore them. Ensure you observe carefully. Or ignite. I'm going to observe carefully. They're waking up. Shit. Oh, so it's not a fight. I assume that would be a fight. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos lifeforms. Yay! Ambush! Oof. Damn, that hurt. By surrounded on all sides, you mean there are two of them. If I hide behind there... Nice, 3 cognition. Servo skull, him. 5 health. I see. So the little icon over the Necrons shows what's in range, so they're both in range of the pistol where I currently am. Let's reveal him. 6 health. And now I'm going to run away and blast him using this. 5 to 7 damage. 7 damage took him out. Fantastic. And now I run here. Probably would have been okay where I was. Scarabs! Ooh. Scarabs are really good at destroying vehicles. Right, place the servitor there. So he's going to come back in 2 turns. Nothing you can do. Oh, he took an opportunity though. I guess they moved. Okay, he's still alive. That's a bonus. Ooh, we can repair. And the servitor's dead. Right, I'm going to keep hidden out of sight. Yeah. And then fuck him up. Boom! 6 damage, he's down as well. Then I can run here and clobber the bastard. And I think that took out those scarabs as well. How long's he got? 2 turns? Depends if more scarabs are going to show up. Alright, I'm going to play it safe. Go here. Because I've got this thing, I've basically got infinite cognition. Scarabs charge me, I hit them, I do an unknown amount of damage. And that's it. Now I fuck him. And that destroyed him. No threat remaining. I think I'm getting the hang of this. All purged. And on to the final room in this tomb. The final tomb room. The symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you close to the end of the mission. Ooh, Agrilek.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet burn, life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
I do like that they gave Necrons personalities. When I started collecting them, they were just mindless automatons. The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs escaping into the abyss below. Fall back, stand ground, or capture. Ooh. I've got to go with capture. If you insist, we'll do our best, but I fear you may be overestimating our combat capacity. Green light flickers into life from within the shadows. The cohort prepares for the worst as skeletal silhouettes start to form in front of the shadows. I may be overestimating things, but I'm going to go for it. Worst that can happen is the Necrons win, and really that's a win if you think about it. Okay, he's a destroyer lord. Lord Agrilek.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
I don't know, I can do a sort of half Batman voice for you. I imagine that's quite terrifying. Oh wow, he's just right there. Shit. Scan him. If I can, I'm not going to be able to take him out. Not even slightly. But what the hell, I'm going to give it a damn good go. Right, move there. And shoot him. Damage absorbed. Well, shit. And blast him. Critical 8 damage. Nice, that's 1/5 of his health gone.
How dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Saragon?
Music's quite cool. And completely dead immediately in one hit. I massively overestimated capability to fight these things. Ooh, okay, my last guy who matters is down to 5 health. And Agrelek. Oh, no, he's not coming for me yet. Right, put him there as a blocker. Charge down there and fuck him up. Hit him! Nice.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Well, in space? I don't think they'd last very long. I mean, they're part metal, but still. Careful, you're about to anger the machine spirit of this weapon. Oh, fucking machine spirits, seriously. All weapons have sacred machine spirits that we must respect. Machine spirits can become angered. When a machine spirit is angered, there's a chance the weapon may not follow your unit's commands. Each weapon's machine spirit will anger at a different rate. This is shown underneath the weapon's icon. Oh my god, you stupid bloody... Seriously. Who thought machine spirits would be a good thing? They don't make sense in tanks, they don't make sense in bloody weapons. Why would you say, you know what my gun needs? Artificial intelligence. Well, I'm gonna have to fucking chance it, aren't I? Because I need to take this thing out. Minimum damage, that's okay. As it happens, any damage did the trick. The Necron you just attacked's been teleported away to somewhere far beyond our reach. This means we've killed the target. Alright, and then run away to here. That's another Necron down. That's pretty good. And clobber him again to get rid of him. Nice. And then run away. I might just survive this, but I probably can't kill Agrelek.
Do not think to challenge us, we who killed our gods.
Oh, nice. Hit him for 2. That's impressive. You know, he's lost a quarter of his health. And if, sadly, if the one he had killed hadn't been the one with the only gun that could fucking touch him, maybe we'd be in a much better position here.
Can you hear the trembling of the stars? Can you feel your whole galaxy's terror?
That is quite creepy coming from a face like that. Actually, kind of the art looks a little bit like Manny Calavera from Grim Fandango. Ah, he went for the wrong one. I've survived. I've actually completed the objective, surprisingly enough. I didn't see that coming. Now run the fuck away. Xenos contained! No, it wasn't. I ran away and got my arse handed to me. I killed 2 of them, but Agrelek's perfectly bloody fine. Look at the top left corner of the screen. This is the number of missions to take part in before the final mission. Preview build. This is the preview build of Mechanicus. You're going to experience 2 levels from the mid-game, so you can access some cool gear and exciting enemies and missions. This is why the figure is 15. I think it's going to be 30 in the full thing. But yes, I think this is going to go straight into the next one. I am going to leave it there. So, this was Mechanicus. I think it has some really, really interesting potential, and I'm going to be following I'm going to be following the development. So this is going to release on the 15th of November this year, and if there's another big update, I might come back and do a second impressions on this. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more. At the moment, there are only 2 other levels in this. I can play them if you want me to. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.